Well, I will sit here until somebody comes in. It's 9 o'clock Central Time, and you're saying the real me. Oops, sorry. Oh, hell. Um, just waiting. Oh, God. I only have one nail left. I'm here. You're just going to look at the ceiling because I don't want to watch myself. Oh, somebody's in here. So, anyhow, I'm looking very pale. My face is swollen. And, but I'm alive. This is my room. It's not very exciting, but it's a private room, so that's nice. Hey, Michael. Lost my tan. I won't ever have a tan again, so you see my pasty pale flesh. That sounded weird. Anyways, I've been wanting to do this for a little while. Alma's been kind of encouraging me, but I wanted to make sure that I felt better, and I got bathed. I took a shower today, so that's good. And I wasn't feeling very well today. I've been really, really sick. If you're not my friend on Facebook, you don't know, but about 6 weeks ago, I got sick. I wasn't feeling very well for a couple weeks. I just thought I had a respiratory infection because I have asthma and allergies, and it's that time of the year. So I went to the doctor, and they treated it as a sinus infection. And so I went home, I was working and stuff, and I just wasn't feeling like myself. Went back after a week and a half of not feeling very well, and she gave me an antibiotic, and that was the Monday before Thanksgiving. And on Thanksgiving, I really felt really bad. Went to my friends for Thanksgiving dinner, and we stayed there a couple hours, and I said, I'm ready to go home because I don't feel good. And so we went home, and then on Friday night, my husband wasn't home. He went to go play with his imaginary friends, which I'd sent him on his way to play because he is going to be the new Dungeons Master, or I don't know, for a Dungeons and Dragons group. And he was doing like his trial run, and I just did not feel very good at all that night. And I laid on the couch, and I went to bed early, and I told my son that if I'm not better in the morning, I'm gonna have to go to the emergency room because I've been on an antibiotic for 5 days, and I should be feeling better. And so, sorry, I'm a little shaky. My hands, I shake really bad. But I went to the emergency room the next morning because I just, oh my God, I've never felt that bad in my life. I hurt so bad. Everything hurt. Nothing. I just couldn't stand it. So we get to the emergency room, and I fear they're just going to put me on something stronger, than amoxicillin. Send me on my merry way. And after being there about 2 hours, they said, well, we're going to admit you because your kidneys are shutting down. I was like, what? I'm thinking I have a respiratory infection or something like that. And it turns out I'm very, 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 very sick. And they don't know what caused it. Sorry. I'm also on like a lot of medicine. But it's a autoimmune disease. It's kind of rare, and it affects my kidneys and my lungs. So my lungs were full, or still are full of blood. I've been on oxygen. They actually took me off the oxygen today, so that's good. I felt like an 80-year-old man. And I found out I have sleep apnea, so I've got to go do a sleep test. I don't half-ass anything. And so at first it was just going to be, we're going to do some tests and stuff. I had a biopsy done. This was on Saturday. I got admitted. On Monday, they did an esophagram because for about a month I couldn't eat. I was throwing up just about everything I ate, or I could only eat very small amounts without getting real sick. And so they did an esophagram, and everything was clear. After they did that, I could swallow and eat without any problems. I don't have an appetite, but I could eat. And then I went to, they did a kidney biopsy. And so they did that Tuesday. And then Tuesday night they came in and said, we are going to have to transfer you to Memphis, which I was in DeSoto County, which is connected to Memphis, to a hospital that offers the only hospital that offers this procedure I have to have done, which is called plasmapheresis. And they pump my plasma out and I get donor plasma. And I've had it done 4 times now. It's not bad. You just kind of just lay here and they pump this stuff in with you. And so then they said, you know, you may have to do a little bit of dialysis, but it's pretty bad. I'm gonna have to be on dialysis for a long time. My kidneys are not working at all. And it's kind of scary. It's a lot to process. I'm sorry. I just, you know, I was healthy 6 weeks ago. Never ever sick. I don't even get colds. I mean, I'm like the hardiest person on the planet. I never had any issues. When I was pregnant with my pregnancies, I had gestational diabetes with both of them, but I just controlled it with diet. I'm now on insulin. My poor stomach is black and blue. I look like a pincushion because I'm getting insulin 3 times a day. Sometimes I get a fast acting and then I get a regular, depends on my sugar level, which is caused by steroids. I'm on super high dose steroids. And then I also have to have heparin for blood thinners. And I had to have a blood transfusion today because I am losing blood from the dialysis, which is normal. But it's kind of weird, you know, to think that, you know, I've got somebody else's DNA in me. And which I'm Rh negative, so I'm already an alien. If you get a chance, you know, YouTube is a plethora of weird videos, you know, and I've watched these videos about people that don't have the Rh factor, which I don't believe I'm an alien, but anyways, neither here nor there. But anyways, the treatment course is I'll be on dialysis 3 days a week, and I can do that outpatient. I'll go close to where I live. I've got friends that'll take me, and after a few months, one of my friends, her mother-in-law is on dialysis. She said after a few months, you know, I'll be strong enough to drive myself back and forth. I have to have chemotherapy for 6 months, and I've had one round. It's not been too bad. It was a little bit. It wasn't. I had it done last Friday. I'll have it done again next Friday. I'm hoping to get to go home maybe next Friday. So I'll have chemo. I've got the steroids, which are, and it's all suppressing my immune system because right now my immune system's attacking for whatever reason. It doesn't like Betsy. I don't know why. I think Betsy's okay, but apparently my body doesn't like me. So I'm doing that. So I'm kind of on an emotional high and low. I've taken steroids a lot in my life because of asthma, but usually they make me kind of aggressive and mean, and it's hard to believe that I'm mean, but I can be. But right now I'm just like, I'm, you know, pretty even keel, and then I kind of drop in my stress level, and then I start crying, and then I feel like a ding dong. I had a meltdown the other day, the poor PCA, because I just wanted to take a shower because I hadn't been able to shower. And, you know, I'm kind of vain sometimes, which obviously right now I'm not. But, you know, people like to be clean. But I got to wear regular clothes today, and I got to rest. Didn't have dialysis, so that was nice. But I was so tired this morning. I never knew I could be so tired, and it's like a weird tired. It's not like I'm sleepy. I'm not sleeping very well. It's just I'm exhausted. My whole body hurts. It took me, I took a shower, and then I got out of the shower and I sat there for a few minutes, and then I made it to the bed, and I got dressed, and then I sat there for a while, then I brushed my hair, and then I had to sit there for a while, and I brushed my teeth. It's just like things that you take for granted that you don't, I don't, you know, I could get ready in 5 minutes. It took me 30 minutes to do. It's just, you know, just a little thing. It's just, you know, adjusting to what my life is going to be. but I'm alive, so I do enjoy breathing, and I do enjoy being alive. So obviously I'm not going to be doing a lot of YouTube. I may do some live streaming here and there, and I actually have a backload of videos ready. It's just taking time to edit them, and I'll probably work on those when I get home, because I got to record my little talking head portions, which will give me incentive to get up and get dressed and, kind of make myself presentable. Um, but yeah, that's about it. Trying to think. My daughter made it down last week. I was actually in an intensive care unit. They put me in the oncology intensive care unit because of the blood disorder, for a week. So she came down last Saturday, like she got here like Saturday morning. At 1 in the morning, she stayed here, and then she went back Saturday night because they started the dialysis. And when they do the dialysis, nobody can be around me. I have to be by myself. I did intensive care. They did it in my room. Now I'm in a regular room. I go to a big room with like a bunch of people. They've got curtains and stuff, and you just sit there and I watch TV and I sleep and talk to the nurses. And like I had a really good nurse yesterday, and she was just a plethora of information for me. And I'm a researcher, and I like to plan things and organize things, and I've got a lot to do, and my husband's working on the back end too, and we're trying to get things in order. It's definitely changing everything. And listen to your body. I mean, they pretty much told me had I waited a couple more days, I probably wouldn't be here because I would have gone into total renal failure. And not knowing, I would never have thought there was something wrong with me. I didn't feel like, nothing changed. I mean, it's not like, I quit peeing or anything. I was still going to the bathroom. It just was, I don't know. It's just weird. I don't know. But if you guys have any questions for me, you can feel free to ask me some questions. I don't have a lot of answers yet. There's a lot more I know that I'm not sharing right now because it's not pertinent to the situation and it's personal, and I'm not ready to share. But I've got a great support group. I mean, gosh, you guys have reached out to me and text messages and phone calls and Insta messages, and I've got cards and flowers, and my nannies came up here yesterday to see me. And unfortunately, boozing with Bets will probably never be again because I'll probably never be able to drink alcohol again. But Danae is going to do the drinking for me, and I will drink virgin versions. So, and I laughed today because I did get a pint. I did not necessarily enjoy it, but it was a nice pint of A negative blood. And I also would encourage you to be a donor. There's a guy I go to church with named Patrick, and he's big on, or I don't used to, I still go to church with him. He's a big fan of, or a big cheerleader of donating plasma and blood. And I used to kind of laugh at him for his passion, but, I've gotten a lot of plasma in the last week, and I've gotten somebody's blood today, and, I'll never be able to give in the future, but, my husband can give, my daughter gives, my son will be able to give when he's 18. It's, something simple that is not necessarily comfortable, but it's a necessity. So that's good. I encourage people to get out there and donate, because, you never know who might help. And it's not, obviously, if you would donate today, you're not going to help somebody tomorrow, but a lot of different things can go into that. So it's pretty interesting. I'm learning a lot about this. It's different. I didn't, knew nothing about this. I'm probably going to have a nurse be rolling in here in a minute. Usually when I'm getting situated, they come in. It was funny this morning. I don't sleep real well, and about 4 to 6 is when I start getting kind of where I can doze off, and that's when they start rolling in a lot. And this morning I just started falling asleep, and it was the strangest dream. You know, if you've watched my videos about dreams, I have weird dreams. I dreamed I was laying in the middle of the field, curled up in the fetal position, going to sleep, and I was so excited. And here she comes. She has to draw blood because they had to type my blood because they knew they had to do a transplant or a whatever you call, you know. They had to give me blood today. And so that was not so much fun, and I'm pretty bruised, you know. I don't know if I show you all of it, but so poor little lady, she got my arm bad though. That right there, oh, that hurt. I have a pretty strong threshold for pain. I tell people that my first baby weighed 10 pounds, 6 ounces, and I had her natural. Yes, I nearly died. And actually, a little fun fact, I was due 24 years ago today. Oh, hold on, here's my nurse. I will be back on in about, give me 10 minutes, okay? I'll see you guys in a few, bye.